A long time ago, a subscriber reached out to me and asked if it would be appropriate for her son to learn how to sew. And my response was, of course, your son can learn how to sew because sewing has no gender. There are a ton of men out here who like making wallets, like making belts, shoes, hats, and all sorts of accessories. And when I go to the local hardware store to buy wiring for my sewing machine restorations, there is a veteran in there who sewed on the patches for the military on his tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. And he also talked to me extensively about sewing machines and loves sewing machines. So I have no idea why someone would think that it would be inappropriate to have a male do certain activities. And this video ran across my feed this week of a lady who had a son who was being made fun of because he enjoyed crochet. So we're going to take a brief look at that clip and I will come back in with my commentary.
Y'all, my son literally just told me he does not want to go back to school anymore. He just wants to do homeschool. And I kept pressing him like, why is it that you don't want to go back anymore? Why just homeschool? Come to find out, y'all, that he's been getting teased because the kids found out that he does crocheting.
I think it's kind of ridiculous that the children decided to make fun of him simply because he likes to crochet. If they wear beanies on their head, then 9 times out of 10, those things are either crocheted or knitted. And that means that they can't wear those items anymore because they don't know how to make them. So that's probably what I would say to that. And then I would also like to point to the idea that bullying is different than what it was back in the day. Back in the day, you might have gotten bullied at school, but it didn't step outside of the school. But nowadays, people have social media, all these phones and the internet, and the bullying goes outside of the school and into the home as well, and that can be a problem.
If you don't know, my son learned how to crochet. He picked up that skill all on his own. He was watching YouTube and learned, and I was so proud of him. Like, I bought him yarn, and he would ask for different patterns online, and he was so excited about some of the creations and stuff that he made. But
So that's one really good thing about the internet and social media is that people can share their hobbies with one another online, and you no longer need to find someone in the community that knows how to sew or knows how to crochet to learn from them. Now you can just get online and learn. And I like that there is such free flow of information in that way today. She goes on to ask if there are any men who crochet, and there is one who came to mind. So I'm going to show you a brief clip of that and then come back in with my commentary.
Maurice Green is an MMA fighter, an Ultimate Fighting Championship heavyweight. And when he's not thinking about where to throw his next punch, he's got an itch to stitch.
Okay, so this is a guy and he likes to crochet. What's wrong with that?
And I've been crocheting for the better part of 15 years, and my stitches are impeccable. Your grandma can make what I make, but my colorway's hidden better. I make and sell hats. I make a beanie, I make a flip hat, I make a headband. Those are my staples. There's another way for me to be creative, and it's calming for me.
So if crocheting keeps him calm, then I say, go for it. Do you. I don't care if he crochets. But what I do care about is if he decides to rob me out in the street because that keeps him calm. I'd rather for a man or a woman to be doing a craft that keeps them busy and out of trouble rather than to be causing mayhem out here in the street. So in my personal opinion, I don't think that it makes sense to put labels on crafts and hobbies and say that somebody can't do the hobby simply because they are a guy or that they can't, work on a car simply because they're female. If they like to do that thing, then let them do it. As long as they're not hurting nobody and not bothering nobody, I don't understand what the problem is. I wanted to show a few men here on YouTube who sew because a lot of people don't think that men should be able to sew, but yet there are a ton of men out here who sew and really do enjoy it. So I'm going to just list off just 3 of them, and then if you can, please list down in the comment section below channels that you like to watch here on YouTube or in other places of men who are sewing and crafting. Well, that just about wraps it up for today. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.